Welcome to the 2016 Western Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament, coming to you live from Hohokam Stadium in Mesa, Arizona, the spring training facility for the Oakland Athletics. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. My name is Michael Potter. I'll be with you for this, our championship ball game of the tournament. The Utah Valley Wolverines, number 3 seed overall, against the number 1 seed Seattle U Redhawks. Well, the Utah Valley Wolverines have taken this tournament by storm. They are a perfect 3-0, largely behind their seniors, Craig Brinkerhoff and Mark Kruger. Between the two guys, Brinkerhoff and Kruger, they have dominated offensively. Combined 13 for 25 with 9 runs, 7 RBI, 4 extra base hits, and 3 home runs. The two seniors hitting combined .520 to catapult Utah Valley into this championship. Well, Seattle had to come up through the loser's bracket in a ball game that just finished moments ago. In the second inning, Griffin Anderchuk came up with the bases loaded, ripped one down to the shortstop. L.J. Hatch's throw went into right field. 3 runs come in to score. Denny, Morgan, and Murphy. Anderchuk slides safely into second base, and that was the difference in the ball game. Seattle moves on to play in this championship ball game. If Utah Valley wins, they're the champion. If Seattle wins, we come back and play tomorrow. We'll take a break, get you the starting lineups and the first pitch. This is the 2016 Western Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament's championship ball game.
Huh, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I know that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
44. Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some coke, cuz.
Geico.
Cuz. Get some coke.
Day in, day out. 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 Day
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
Jesse, don't go!
Geico.
Welcome back to the 2016 Western Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament, our championship ball game between the Utah Valley Wolverines, the number 3 seed overall, and the number 1 seed Seattle U Redhawks. Let's look at the lineups for the Wolverines. First, leading off, Trevor Howell, the second baseman. Zach Willis, the catcher, bats second. Grayson Bogdan at short, bats third. Craig Brinkerhoff, the left fielder, bats cleanup. Mark Kruger, the right fielder, bats fifth. Spencer Gothberg, the first baseman, bats sixth. Stone Ramsey in as the DH, bats seventh. Justin Erlinson in center field, bats 8th, and Jordan Schlehuber, the senior, at third, bats 9th. Now let's check in with the second member of our broadcast crew, Megan Mcdonald.
Michael, thanks so much. I talked to Utah Valley coach Eric Masson before the game. I asked him, do you guys have the advantage in this thing with Seattle U just playing? He actually said no. Isn't that crazy? He said, you never know what a team is capable of doing once they find that rhythm. He told me, we kind of just hung out at the hotel all day. We didn't really do anything. But this will be the 3rd time Utah Valley has the nightcap game this week in the tournament, and the first 2 seem to work out just fine. Michael?
Thanks, Megan. Yeah, I've never known a coach to ever admit that they think they have the advantage. So Eric Madsen not letting anything go here. Well, let's take a look at the starter here for Seattle in this ball game. Zach Wolf, the freshman right-hander, is going to get the start here in this championship ball game. The 5'7" freshman out of Dana Hills, California, and Dana Hills High. He is a WAC, first-team All-WAC member as a relief pitcher. 12 saves on the season, and he gets his first start of the year in this ball game. A 1.52 ERA, his 27th appearance, his first start ever in his collegiate career. 29 2/3 innings. He's given up 30 hits, 11 runs, 5 earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 23. Opponents hitting .265 against Wolf. He has been a lockdown closer this season for Seattle. We'll see how long they can go with him today, but they're looking to lock down this incredible offense that Utah Valley has thrown up through 3 games in this tournament. Utah Valley a record of 3-0 coming in. Trevor Howell will lead things off. He's been the leadoff man the entire way, just a freshman himself, but he has been a catalyst for this squad, doing a great job defensively and as a leadoff man. The Wolverines with a win, lock down the championship. Seattle U with the win. We got to come back and play tomorrow. First pitch from Wolf. On the corner, strike one. We are underway with the championship game, 7:17 here, local time. Wolf now steps off. Howell on the season hitting .309, 1 homer, 27 RBI. Now both guys, the 2 freshmen, stepping out. Tournament numbers for Howell. Nicely done, his first tournament. Flies that one to right. Jeffrey Morgan coming in, makes the grab, and 1 up, 1 down. Fly ball to right for the out, and Howell is retired. That'll bring up Zach Willis. Zach Willis had been the catcher in the first game, DH'd the next 2 games. They've got him back behind the plate now in this one, wanting to get another bat in there. Atkinson, who had caught very good defensive catcher, trying to minimize the running games of some of the teams that they face. But now they think they need a bat here against Seattle U. So Willis back in at catcher. Stone Ramsey in as the DH, batting 7th. First pitch to Willis in there for a strike. See Willis's numbers, 4 for 13 or RBI. Another strike in there. So Zach Wolf coming in like he's closing out a ball game, just throwing strikes, challenging these pitchers early. The 0-2 up high with the fastball. 1-2. Well, Utah Valley, as we said, no losses, not a blemish on the record in this tournament as of yet. The 1-2 in the dirt. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Utah Valley knocked off the number 2 seed New Mexico State on Thursday. 3-2 was the final in that one. They got the win against Seattle last night. Shot through the right side for a base hit. So Willis gets the scoring going, or the hitting, I should say, going on in the first. And that'll bring up Grayson Bogdan. Bogdan is yet to get going in this tournament. The senior shortstop, one of the only seniors that hasn't joined the hit parade for this squad. Bogdan comes up to the plate, just 2 hits in 12 at-bats. Has scored a run, a couple of RBI. In there for a strike. So once again, Wolf starts the man out with a strike. So the first game of this tournament on Wednesday, Utah Valley beat Bakersfield 6-4. Then they knock off New Mexico State 3-2. Then the wild one last night. Up high, fake a snap throw down to first, and the runner dives back, but no throw. Utah Valley jumping all over Seattle in the ball game yesterday. Ended up getting a 13-8 victory to get themselves into this championship game. That one misses. So Bogdan ahead in the count here. The ever dangerous Craig Brinkerhoff on deck. Wolf would love a ground ball here to get the double play and get out of the inning without having to face Brinkerhoff. The pitch. Chopper left side, got the ground ball, but it's into left field for a base hit. So Utah Valley picks up where they left off last night with 1 out, a couple of guys on. And Brinkerhoff coming up to the plate. You are not misreading those numbers you see on the screen. 9 for 12, 6 runs, 3 RBI. Went 5 for 5 in the ball game last night. On fire, to say the least. First pitch to Brinkerhoff. Hacks at it, pops it into left center. Hurd's going to make the catch. Runner's going to tag. The throw going to be cut off. Both runners tag and advance. Don't typically see the guy at first base, but Bogdan saw that throw coming into third as opposed to second. Senior play right there. And they challenged to see if the runner left early. Stober stepping on the bag there, but umpire said nope. Willis did not leave early. So with the fly out to center, the second out of the inning, Zach Willis, a potential first run of the ball game, tags and moves down to third. Bogdan follows him down to second, and Mark Kruger. Good numbers for Kruger as well. Down in the dirt, ball one. Kruger has the 2 home runs, both 2-run shots in this tournament. Just underway, Utah Valley trying to jump out to the first lead of the ball game. That one in there for a strike. 1-1. Kruger 329 on the year. That went into left field. If it falls, it's a run. It does. They're going to try to bring home Bogdan. Now they put the stop sign on late, does Eric Madsen. Base hit, another RBI for Kruger, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Willis comes in to score. Mark Kruger picks up his 5th RBI of the tournament. Not the long ball, but a base hit single, and Willis scores. Bogdan wanted to score, but his third base coach and skipper, Eric Madsen, put on the stop sign. So now runners at the corners and Spencer Gothberg. Here's pitch in there for a strike. Gothberg, 3 hits in the tournament. 3 runs scored as well. The 0-1. Fouls it off. Count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Three for 12. Those 3 runs scored. Gothberg on the season hitting .267, 4 homers, 33 ribby. Boy, Bogdan takes a big run down the third baseline. Chopper right side. Stober's got it. Gloves it, fires to first, and that is the inning. But Utah Valley jumps out to an early lead. Willis gets a base hit single. Kruger drives him home. 1-0 Utah Valley as we go to the bottom of the first. Seattle U coming up.
They come for one of the nation's top-rated business schools, the world-class performing arts, the advances in engineering and health science, and more than 125 leading degree programs. Their paths to success go in many directions, but they all start here, UMKC, the place for people going places.
We will work our minds, raise our hands, and search for the answers. We will study the stars, learn to speak each other's languages, and hear each other's songs. We will make each tomorrow brighter, more prosperous, and completely new. We cannot predict the future, but we can and will build it. We will come together. The University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. New opportunities for the 21st century.
Welcome back to the 2016 Western Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament Championship ball game here. We go to the bottom of the first. Utah Valley jumps out to a 1-0 lead. The Redhawks coming up for Seattle U. Their lineup is as follows. Griffin Anderchuk, the shortstop, leads off. Dalton Hurd in center field bats second. Sheldon Stober at second, bats third. Sean Sutton at first, bats fourth. Brock Carpenter bats fifth and plays third base. Max Modest in left, bats sixth. Lucas Denny, the DH, bats seventh. Jeffrey Morgan in right, bats eighth. And Kyler Murphy, the catcher, bats ninth. Same exact lineup they used in the ballgame earlier today to get themselves into this ballgame. Caden Schmidt, the sophomore right-hander on the mound for Utah Valley. There you get a look at Caden Schmidt out of Shelley, Idaho. 6'3" tall. 6.48 ERA on the season for Caden Schmidt. The first pitch to Anderchuk in there for strike one. Schmidt, a record of 0-2, 13 appearances. This will be his 6th start of the year. In 25 innings, he's given up 36 hits, 24 runs, 18 earned, walked 16, struck out 17. Opponents hitting .333, and Anderchuk, a couple of runs, an RBI. Just one hit in this tournament, but he has been on base and causing havoc quite a bit. We showed you in the pregame as that pitch missed. It's 1-1. Anderchuk just put that ball in play in the 2nd inning of the game earlier today, and the error by New Mexico State turned into 3 runs. That was really the difference in the ballgame, the one that really changed it. And there for a strike, 1-2. So both pitchers around the strike zone early and often in this ballgame. We're just underway. Seattle just got done playing about an hour and 10-15 minutes ago. The 1-2. Tried to check his swing. Foul tipped into the mitt. Strike 3. So Caden Schmidt looks up to the task in his first batter. 1 up, 1 down with this strikeout. Probably a little high and out of the zone, and Anderchuk couldn't hold back and tips the ball into the mitt of Kyler Murphy. Dalton Hurd at the plate. The first pitch misses down low. Ball 1. Well, you see Zach Willis there behind the plate for Utah Valley as Hurd hitting an RBI, a run, 2 for 9. That RBI was the game winner against Sac State, their first game of the tournament. In there for a strike. Caden Schmidt throwing to Zach Willis. Had been the DH the last couple of games, back behind the plate, calling the pitches here. And Schmidt steps off. The 1-1. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Top of the order trying to get going here for Seattle U in this tournament. They've really gotten a different performance, a different catalyst in each ball game here. The 1-2 in the air to left, going foul. Coming over is Bogdan and Schlehuber. That one's in the stands, a souvenir. The little kid's racing for it. And Paul Goldschmidt picks it up. These two teams faced one another earlier in the tournament. It was game 8 Friday night. Seattle jumped out to a very, very quick lead, and Utah Valley came storming back. The 1-2 pitch. Reaches for it, pops it into the air on the right side. Howell camps under it. Easy grab, 2 up, 2 down for Caden Schmidt. So the freshman makes the grab on the pop out to the right side, and that'll bring up Sheldon Stober. Stober still trying to get going, 1 for 8 with a strikeout. Well, the last time these two teams played, just last night, it was Seattle U that got out to the big lead. Ground ball down the line, foul. They scored 4 in the first and 3 in the, or excuse me, 2 in the third to get a 6-1 lead over Utah Valley. Utah Valley came firing back, scored 12 unanswered runs and won it 13-8. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch outside. 1-1. So both of these teams now played 3 games in this tournament. Utah Valley winning all 3 to advance here. Seattle had the bye on Wednesday. The 1-1. Up high, but a strike. Stober thought it was a bit out of the zone. Looked a little high, but called a strike by Steve Mattingly behind home plate. Adam Dowdy at first, Javier Cantu at second, and Joe Burleson at third. Pitch fouled off. So Stober stays alive. Stober, a tough kid, came out of the JUCO ranks, has made his mark here at Seattle U. He was the second baseman on the first team all WAC team this year. The 1-2, way outside, 2-2. Willis looking over and getting the pitches, looks down at that wristband and delivers a sign. The 2-2. Fouled off again, so Sheldon Stober staying alive. Stober at .350 on the season. The 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Can Bogdan get there? He can't. So a 2-out base knock by Stober. He had 2 base hits in the ball game earlier, so his 3rd base hit of the day, and he's on first. That looked like a little high pitch as well, just chopped it down through the middle of the infield. That'll bring up Sean Sutton. Sutton hitting .343 on the season for Seattle U. First pitch in the dirt. The 1-0 pitch to Sutton. Throw over and Stober dives back. Two outs here. Stober with the 2-out base hit. Utah Valley got 1 in the top of the inning. Schmidt checks the runner. The pitch, a little high, 2-0. Brock Carpenter on deck. Sutton trying to move the line along. Well, Utah Valley sent 6 to the plate in the first. Got the RBI single from Kruger to bring the run home. The 2-0 from Schmidt. Popped up right around home plate. Willis calls everybody off, doesn't even toss the mask, makes the grab, and that is the inning. So Schmidt works around the 2-out base hit single, gets the pop out to the catcher, Zach Willis. 1-0 Utah Valley. As we go to the second, Willis making the nice play to end the inning.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know certain cartoon characters should never have an energy drink?
Action. Geico.
Day in,
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
44. Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts.
Geico.
Get some cold.
Seattle in a deficit here, just a one-run deficit as we go to the second inning. Utah Valley at the plate. Stone Ramsey, Justin Erlinson, and Jordan Schlehuber due up. First pitch from Zach Wolf in there for strike one. Well, Wolf has been pitching well, getting ahead of guys. Gave up one run in the first inning. That one gets away from him. 1-1 the count. Ramsey was DH in game one when Willis caught. And then in games 2 and 3, he was on the bench as Willis was the DH. And Atkinson caught. Fastball up high, 2-1. In those games in between, they were playing New Mexico State, who likes to run. And then Seattle the first time, who runs a bit. Big swing and a miss, 2-2. So the thought process for the Wolverines was, hey, let's get a catcher who might be a little bit better than Willis in there, but keep Willis's bat in there. Now they want to get a couple of sticks in there. Strike three called. Fastball on the outside corner by Wolf. His first strikeout of the ball game. Just paints it right at the knees for strike three. So Ramsey punched out and Wolf ready to go. Justin Erlinson. Mentioned Wolf, a relief pitcher, all WAC first team as a relief pitcher, had 12 saves on the year. That fastball up high. Just a freshman, but you know, when you get in these tournaments and you're getting ready to play your third or fourth or fifth game, you got to kind of go to anybody. All bets are off. Wolf getting a chance here. That fastball in the inside corner, 1-1. Many of the relievers, many of the starting pitchers we see in the tournament, they don't go from the windup. Fouled off. 1-2 for Erlinson. Wolf, one of the relievers that if nobody's on, he's going to go from the windup. A lot of these guys are just so used to pitching out of the stretch. That's how they pitch, even with an inning beginning. Erlinson's still looking for his first base hit of the tourney. He's 0 for 11. Has scored a run and driven in a run. Strike three called. Second consecutive called, third strike. Another one. The fastball, that went up a little bit. First one was right at or below the knees. Got the call. That one, I think it was about an inch or two above the knees. Jordan Schlehuber. First pitch to Schlehuber. Strike. Boy, Wolf decided he didn't like giving up that run in the first inning. He's coming out gunning here in the second. Schlehuber, one of those seniors that is just tearing it up here. Fouls it straight back. 0-2. For the tournament, Schlehuber 6 for 9. 2 runs, 5 ribby. Hitting .667 in 3 games. If you look at the numbers for Brinkerhoff, Kruger, and Schlehuber, pretty astounding, carrying this Wolverine squad. Strike three right down the middle. So Wolf comes out and says, guys, I'll take care of this. Could have called the infield in. 3 straight called third strikes. Strikes out the side. This last one to Schlehuber. We go to the second. Utah Valley up 1-0.
People talk about college like you're in some kind of bubble. Like there's college and then there's the real world. Hey, this is UVU. You're not just reading about it or watching someone else do it. This is engaged learning. At the certificate, associate's, bachelor's, or master's level, you're in the real world every day.
GCU offers more than 160 innovative programs across 8 colleges, which now include cutting-edge next-generation programs in engineering, computer science, and information technology. Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Beautiful night sky here in Mesa, the 2016 Western Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament at Hohokam Stadium, the spring training facility of the Oakland A's. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 to face Caden Schmidt here in the bottom of the second. Utah Valley leading 1-0. Brock Carpenter, Max Modeste, and Lucas Denny due up. Schmidt allowed a base hit single in the first, but did not allow a run. First pitch, strike on the outside corner. Well, Schmidt got a strikeout on the first man he faced, but gave up the base hit single with 2 outs to Stober. Got a pop out to the catcher to end the inning. 0-1 to Carpenter. In there for a strike on the inside corner. Brock Carpenter 2 for 12. A couple of runs, an RBI. As I mentioned, this heart of the order for this squad that has carried this team so much so that they were all named to the Western Athletic Conference first team, struggling a bit here in the tournament. Stober, Sutton, and Carpenter, that heart of the lineup. Almost had a clean sweep of the first team on the infield. Had first, second, and third base. The 0-2. Right side, slicing foul. Coming over, takes a look. It's a fair ball. Kruger in the corner. The ball bounces out as you see Kruger lift up the hands. And that's a way to get going. Brock Carpenter must have heard me talking. Wanted to show me something. A double down the right field line. Boy, that thing looked like it was slicing and going to be foul. And you see it hits just inside the chalk. And then kicks out over the wall for a ground rule double. So Carpenter, the tying run, out there on second base, and Max Modeste. Modeste getting another start in left field. He started the game earlier today. First pitch to Max. Goes after it and pops it into right field. Kruger's got a good arm. Backs up though, makes the grab. The runner is going to advance to third. Pretty deep shot by Modeste. Gets the runner over to third base on the fly out to right. Well, Kruger does have a good arm, but that ball kind of pushed it. Couldn't really get into it and make the catch with his momentum moving toward third base to make a throw. So Carpenter moves up into third. Talking with his third base coach, Jeff James. And now the tying run just 90 feet away for Lucas Denny. 4 for 11, 4 runs, 4 RBI. I'm sure Utah Valley doesn't like to see him up with runners on. Denny got base hits his first 2 times up in the ball game last night. Drove in 2 runs each time. So now the Seattle U dugout comes alive. That pitch misses outside, ball 1. Seattle U trying to force a decisive championship game tomorrow. Utah Valley trying to win it right here. Denny hitting .283 on the year, 4 homers, 22 RBI. The pitch inside, almost hit him on the lead leg. Denny has scored 3 runs in this tournament. There you see the tying run in the form of Brock Carpenter, his third base coach, Jeff James. The 2-0. Down low, 3-0. Ball gets away from Willis, but right in front of home plate. Well, now with 1 out, Denny's either going to get a great pitch to hit here, or they're going to pitch around him and take their chances with Jeffrey Morgan on deck. Might not be a good idea though. Morgan's been very hot, especially in the ball game earlier today. The 3-0 down low. So they walk Denny on 4 pitches, put runners at the corners. First walk of the ball game for Schmidt. Denny trots down to first, and Gothberg having a word with his hurler. Jeffrey Morgan. Morgan, the right fielder, the freshman, having a great tournament. Had a couple doubles in the ball game earlier You see his numbers there, 4 runs, 3 ribbies, hitting .400. Morgan with the chance to tie this game or give Seattle U the lead. Into right, slicing down. Kruger got a late jump, gets it. So the strong arm, the throw to the plate. They make the tag, they got him. Carpenter didn't think he got tagged. Home plate umpire Steve Mattingly said he did. Well, folks, I told you Kruger's got a cannon out there. He makes the catch and he guns down Carpenter. The line drive to right. Thought he misread it at first. Comes in, sets himself, a little air under the ball. The catch, the throw beats him. Did they get the tag down? Carpenter, tags, coming down. The slide, the tag. 1-0 Utah Valley.
Save you 15% more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
Jesse, don't go!
Geico.
Day in, day out. 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 Day. Day in, day out.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know certain cartoon characters should never have an energy drink?
Action.
Geico.
The fantastic catch and throw by Kruger keeps it a 1-0 ball game. Utah Valley in the lead, and they will hit in the top of the third here. Top of the order, Trevor Howell, Zach Willis, and Grayson Bogdan. First pitch from Wolf in there for a strike. Zach Wolf, the closer for Seattle U, picks up where he left off last inning. Wolf struck out all 3 batters he faced last inning on called third strikes. Strike 2. Well, memo to the Wolverines. Zach Wolf is throwing strikes here. Howell flew out to right in the first inning. That one ripped into left, but right there is Max Modeste. Makes the grab, 1 down. Modeste had him played perfectly. Just a couple of steps to his right, makes the grab, and that'll bring up the number 2 hole hitter, Zach Willis. Willis the catcher in this one. He's got the lone run of the ball game. Base hit single in the first with the 1 out. Kruger brought him home with the 2-out base knock. Strike 1. In the air to right. Morgan coming over. Tracks back a bit, makes the grab. Well, Wolf, after giving up that base hit to Kruger in the first, has now retired 6 in a row. Morgan got a good read on that, a good jump on it. Ball looks like it's carrying almost like a little bit of a late carry. Some of the guys making their reads and starting to track the ball as Bogdan steps in, having to adjust at the last minute, bunting the ball down the third base line. Boy, that's a good bunt. Carpenter can't handle it. Bogdan took everybody by surprise with that one. You can't even see Carpenter in your frame until this ball is down and Bogdan's about halfway down. Brock knew he had to make a fantastic play. Only thing he could do is try to field it and throw on the run, and just couldn't get the handle on it. So give Bogdan his 2nd base hit of the ball game. I think I mentioned coming in that he'd been struggling. Not so much now. Brinkerhoff flew out to center his first time up. Hits that one hard to center. Hurd going back. Has it measured. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So a 2-out base hit on the bunt single by Grayson Bogdan. But Wolf looking very sharp as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Utah Valley leads it 1-0. Redhawks coming up.
I really wanted to be challenged in new and exciting ways.
I was really looking for a different career that had more purpose in it.
I really wanted to do software engineering, which is a lot more applied to industry.
The reason why I chose to come to Seattle University was just the opportunities that were here in Seattle.
You can come without a religious or spiritual background. I'd never even heard or knew what a Jesuit education was.
There's so many social justice and environmental justice issues that were nowhere near what I was thinking about before I came here.
There's diversity of thought, there's diversity of background. The diversity is more than just skin deep or someone's appearance.
Everyone brings kind of, these backgrounds and experience that really foster dynamic and diverse learning experience here.
So when you are pulled and challenged academically, spiritually, personally in a classroom, those 3 things together really create the unique brand and the unique experience that is transformative.
Some fans enjoying the night air here in Mesa, Arizona. We're at Hohokam Stadium, the championship ball game of the 2016 Western Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament. Number 1 seed Seattle coming up to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd. 9-1-2. Kyler Murphy, Griffin Anderchuk, Dalton Hurd. Murphy getting to play last night and then in the ball game today. First pitch, jumps on it, flies it to center. Erlinson backtracks, sets, and makes the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out for Caden Schmidt. And Kyler Murphy retired. 1-0 Utah Valley here as Murphy heads to the dugout and Anderchuk heads to the plate. Griffin doesn't really have the numbers to show for it, but has been a catalyst in this tournament. 0 for 1 with a strikeout here in this ball game. Anderchuk 3 for 12 in the tournament, has 4 runs scored. That one in there for a strike. Anderchuk 5 RBI in the tournament as well. Griffin, the shortstop, as we mentioned, the only member of the Seattle U infield that didn't make the first team. The 0-1. Misses 1-1. Anderchuk, the junior, having a fantastic year. 291, a couple of homers, 36 RBI. Stole 11 bases. In there for a strike, 1-2. Anderchuk, a big reason for those 37 wins for Seattle on the year. 21 in the conference. They were the regular season champs, trying to force a decisive game tomorrow and become the tournament champs and get that automatic bid to the NCAA regional. Schmidt into the windup in the 1-2. Wouldn't chase, 2-2. You see Hurd, the center fielder, on deck awaiting his chance. Donnie Harrell in the background there talking to somebody. Never stopping coaching. A 2-2. In the dirt, count goes full, 3-2. Well, this Seattle ball club all year has just continued to apply pressure all the way through the order. Taking extra bases, going first to third, moving runners over, hitting the long ball when they need to. The 3-2. Shot right back past the pitcher. Base hit Anderchuk. So Griffin gets a 1-out base knock, and that'll bring up Hurd. That one got past Schmidt in a hurry. Barely even get the glove out in time, and that was already by him. So Anderchuk, those 11 stolen bases. And Dalton Hurd, 0 for 1, popped out to second base his first time up in this ball game. Chopper over the third baseman Schlehuber's head. Well, Schlehuber had to play in, expecting a possible bunt attempt by Hurd. You got to respect that speed. So by playing in on the grass, right on the edge of the grass, that one chops over him. Had he been at normal depth, might have been 2. So Seattle U now with runners at first and second with 1 out after back-to-back base hit singles, and Sheldon Stober. Stober got a base hit single in the first. Sheldon had been scuffling a bit coming into the day. Now has 3 base hits on the day, 4 base hits in the tourney. One base hit in this game, 2 base hits in the ball game earlier. Saw the Red Hawks defeat the Aggies. Fastball inside. In that ball game, the Red Hawks put 7 on the board in the second, 4 on the board in the third to pull away from the Aggies, and Stober had base hits in both of those innings, drove in a run and scored in both of those innings. Schmidt looking in. You can see Andreychuk take his lead. The pitch fouled off by Stober. 1-1. Wow, Stober doesn't get cheated up there at the plate. Hit .353 this season, 6 homers, 35 RBI. Had 18 doubles this year, did Stober. He had moments where he was just on a tear and you couldn't do anything to get him out. On a great senior campaign. Stober, the only senior in the lineup tonight for Seattle. Ground ball to second. Can they turn 2? Bogdan to Howell. Back to first. They do. So Stober grounds into the 6-4-3 double play. And with 1 out, the back-to-back singles don't come back to haunt Caden Schmidt. The pitcher's best friend gets him out of the inning. 1-0 Utah Valley as we go to the 4th. This is the 2016 WAC Baseball Tournament.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
Jesse, don't go!
Geico. Day in, day out. 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 Day. Day in, day out.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I noticed that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
44. Woo! 44, that's me! Get some coke, cuz. Geico. Get some coke.
Beautiful night here in Mesa. Could be crowning a tournament champ if Utah Valley can get the victory. If not, we'll be back tomorrow at 1. 1-0 Utah Valley with the lead as we go to the 4th. Both pitchers pitching well. Kruger, Gathberg, and Ramsey due up in the 4th. Zach Wolf still on the hill. Started this ball game, the reliever. Kruger has driven in the only run of the ball game and made a nice defensive play. Strike to Kruger. Mark continuing his tear throughout this tournament. At the base hit in the first and drove in Willis. Fastball misses away. 1-1. Kruger now 5 for 14, a couple of home runs, 5 RBI in the tournament. Swing and a miss on the pitch outside. Zach Wolf struck out the side in the second. He is the WAC relief pitcher on the first team, leads the WAC with 12 saves this season, getting the start here today. His first start of the year. He's a freshman, so first start of his collegiate career. Making the most of it. The 1-2. Fouled off by Kruger. Wolf just gave up that 1 run in the first. A couple of base hits, 3 to be exact. Last one by Kruger, scoring the run. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up with the fastball outside. Wolf not pitching like a freshman here. Just the heat up high and a bit outside. Kruger grimacing that he couldn't catch up with that one. 4th strike out of the ball game for Wolf. When Wolf, that pitch swing and a miss by Gothberg. Wolf, they list him at 5'7" tall, but boy, he can really sling it. Gothberg 0 for 1 in the first inning. He grounded out to second to end the inning. Late on that one, tipped it into the mitt. 0-2. That one missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled it off. That one just missed. 2-2. Wolf, this is his second appearance in the tournament. Down low, 3-2. In the air, center field. Hurd has a beat on it. Wind moves it a bit, makes the grab. Two outs, the DH, Stone Ramsey. Big swing and comes up empty. Ramsey struck out back in the second. First strikeout of the ball game for Wolf at the time. He's got 4 now. The 0-1. Down low, 1-1. And the thing that you appreciate about Wolf is he's not wasting any time out there. And the only thing he's waiting on is a sign from his catcher. That's taken a little bit of time because Kyler Murphy looks over into the dugout, gets a sign, looks at his wristband, then flashes a sign, and Wolf's ready to go. Swing and a miss. 1-2. I would imagine the sign is just the fastball. The way his fastball is jumping out of his hand, that's about the only sign you might think about throwing down here. The 1-2. Ground ball back to Wolf. Underhands to his first baseman, Zach Wolf. Pitching to Jim, but he's down a run. 1, 2, 3, they go in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Utah Valley still leads it 1-0. Sutton, Carpenter, and Modeste coming up. Good pitching, good glove work by the freshman. 1-0 Utah Valley.
In a fertile valley, a growing university with record enrollment and graduates serving the needs of a thriving community, a tradition of athletic excellence. Now a part of the Western Athletic Conference. CSU Bakersfield.
We are down to 2 here. Utah Valley and Seattle U. 1-0 Utah Valley as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Everybody eliminated, but those final 2 you see there on your screen, Utah Valley, they win it. They're the champs. Seattle, they win it. They force a ball game tomorrow. 0-1 count to Sutton leading off the inning. In the dirt, 1-1. Utah Valley got their run in the first. 3 singles in that inning. Kruger drove in Willis. Sutton, his last time up, popped out to the catcher to end the first. Schmidt getting ready now, climbs back up on the hill. 1-1 pitch. That one hit pretty well into right. Kruger coming over, makes the grab. 1 down. So Sutton got a good swing on it, is retired, and that'll bring up Brock Carpenter. Brock Carpenter doubled to lead off the second. He was on third base when Jeffrey Morgan hit a ball to right field. Caught by Kruger. Carpenter tagged, tried to score to tie the ball game, and Kruger throw him out at home. Breaking pitch in there for a strike from Schmidt. And Caden Schmidt looking pretty comfortable out there, pitching pretty quickly, as well as Wolf, his counterpart for Seattle U. Wolf working very quickly, though. Schmidt gets his sign from Willis into the windup, the 0-1. 1-1. Some teams allow their catchers to call the games. Very rarely now. Seems like most coaches now call the game from the bench, relay the sign into the catcher. The catcher then relays it into the pitcher. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Carpenter, that double in the second inning, his second double of the tournament. The 2-1 in there for a strike. 2-2. Schmidt gets his sign, the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fouled back, count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carpenter, the junior third baseman for this Seattle U squad. Schmidt steps off. The 2-2. Breaking pitch. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Well, Carpenter in the ball game earlier today in that second inning where 11 men came to the plate. He had reached on an error and scored and then drove in a run in that same inning. 2 different at-bats. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. He knew it. Heading back to the bench before he had to wait for Steve Mattingly to tell him. Second strike out of the ball game for Caden Schmidt. Looked like he was looking for something else there. What he got was the fastball right at the knees. Max Modeste with 2 outs. Nobody on. A 1-0 Utah Valley lead. Schmidt looking locked in on the mound. Now he's going to step off. Down low. Ball 1. Modeste had to fly out to right in the second inning of this ball game. 0 for 1. The 1-0. That one ripped down the line. Kruger's not going to get there. Short hops the wall. Modeste on his horse. Kruger, the throw might be a close play. It is, but Modeste is in there. Wow. Kruger showing off that gun again. Modeste, though, thinking double all the way. It looked like a stand-up double off the bat as he just torches this down the line. Didn't have the backspin to get it out, but boy, Kruger plays it well. Picks it up barehanded. One step, fires it in. Modeste knows he's got to hustle. The head first slide, he makes it. Got to keep that hand on the bag, though. That's what I think the second base umpire, Javier Cantu, was looking for, making sure that hand stayed on the bag. So Modeste gets the double with 2 outs. So the tying run at second base. Lucas Denny at the plate. You can see Grayson Bogdan, the shortstop, wearing number 1. How close he is. Popped up. Shallow right center field. Erlinson coming in. Howell going back. Howell makes the grab, and that is the inning. Well, the double by Modeste gives the Seattle U crowd some excitement, but they can't get him in. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We have completed 4. Utah Valley leads it 1-0.
We strive to achieve excellence through determination and hard work.
We are committed to learning from those around us.
Our professors and peers,
our coaches and teammates,
and our opponents.
We compete with integrity and passion.
And we seize our moment when the opportunity arises.
We take pride in our communities
and believe that we can inspire others,
just as they have inspired us.
We may wear different colors, but we share the same purpose.
We learn, we compete, we inspire.
We are
the Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back to this 2016 WAC Tourney Championship game. 1-0 Utah Valley. And the story right now, the Seattle starter, Zach Wolf. He leads the WAC in saves, and he's acting like it's a save opportunity. Mowed down the sides, 3 strikeouts in the second, 1 in the fourth. The Utah Valley players unable to catch up, and then the nifty glove work. Zach Wolf doing his part to keep Seattle in this ball game, give him a chance to win and force another championship game tomorrow. First pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. So Erlinson, a strikeout victim back in the second inning. A 1-1 count to Erlinson. Bunting drops it down. Oh, Wolf and Carpenter not sure who was going to take it. And that moment of hesitation, enough there. Wolf unhappy with himself, but second bunt single of the ball game for Utah Valley. You see right here, Wolf's not sure who's going to take it. He stops, then he realizes it's him, and by then it's too late. So leadoff man aboard with the bunt single. That might be what you have to do with a guy who's throwing BBs like Wolf is. Schlehuber at the plate. Bogdan had a bunt single in the third, but that was with 2 outs. Now, with the leadoff man aboard, the way both pitchers are throwing, we'll see if Schlehuber, who's one of the hottest hitters in the tournament, if they have him bunting or not. There goes the runner. The throw down, not going to be in time. It gets past him into center field. So Erlinson gets the bunt single and then steals the bag. Good jump. Didn't even look like Wolf looked at him. The throw down by Murphy. Anderchuk couldn't handle it, but that bag was stolen on the pitch here that time. So Erlinson coming alive here. Had a very good year for this squad as a junior. But that was his first hit of the tournament, that bunt single. 0-1 on Schlehuber. Fouls it off. 0-2 on the senior third baseman. Schlehuber, a strikeout victim in the second. For the tournament, though, Schlehuber 6 for 10 with 2 runs and 5 RBI. He's got an RBI opportunity out there at second base in the form of Justin Erlinson. Now Wolf stepping off. And now Wolf calls his catcher out. So Kyler Murphy, the two freshmen chatting with one another about the signs. Wolf looked back at second base a couple of times, thinking that they were probably going to go to some different signs. Just wanted to make sure he was on the same page. Wolf, as a freshman, named to the first team All-WAC as a relief pitcher, had 12 saves on the season for this Red Hawk ball club. The 0-2 to Schlehuber. Checks the runner and the pitch. Got him reaching. 5th strikeout of the ball game for Wolf. Second time he's gotten Schlehuber. And Schlehuber, one of the most dangerous hitters in the tournament, coming in at 667. He's struck out twice now. Top of the order, Trevor Howell. Howell still looking for his first base hit of the night. 1 out, man still on second. That's Erlinson. Wolf's going to chase him back. Howell a fly out to right in the first. Flew out to left in the third. Trevor having a nice freshman tournament, though. 5 for 16. Breaking pitch, wouldn't chase it, ball 1. Wolf unhappy with himself about that breaking ball. It's a fastball that he's really been spotting inside, outside, below the knees, right above the knees. That's what's given the Wolverines trouble. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. 2-0. Well, Wolf is a reliever by trade. Willis on deck, the number 2 hole hitter. There's the skipper, Eric Madsen, down there. He coaches third base. A lot of these guys do. Donnie Harrell, his counterpart in this ball game, does not. Many of the coaches in the WAC do, and Madsen's one of them. One of the only guys who stays in the coach's box, though. The 2-0. Fouled off right side. They mentioned Wolf, the reliever by trade, had those 12 saves, 26 appearances, all out of the pen for him. In there for a strike, 2-2. So he's going now right into his, he's at 4 1/3 innings here. It's a new era for him because in those 26 appearances, he's thrown 29 2/3, so he's averaging just about an inning an appearance. He's quadrupled that here already. Two to Howell. Check of the run, and the runner dancing around. He steps off. Howell looking back. I think he was looking at Stober as second baseman. Almost looked like he was looking at the runner. Tell him to quit monkeying around out there. He just wants to pitch the baseball. Throw back, and Stober wasn't there to cover. Had to backhand that ball. Stober going through a battery of signs. Erlinson takes his lead and ready to go. 2-2 count to Howell. Utah Valley trying to pad their lead with 1 out here in the 5th. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to bring Howell home. It's going to roll past Modeste. Howell on his way to second. Erlinson scores, and it's 2-0 Utah Valley. Howell gets a double. You see Erlinson stop just to make sure, and he's on his horse. He's going to come around to score the second run of the ball game. Howell picks up the RBI. So the freshman continues his good play here in the WAC tourney, and that might be it for Wolf. Boy, he looks so good. Just now, though, they're getting ready to warm up. I didn't see anybody really throwing out there. So Kribbe's going to come out first. Well, Seattle got caught in the ball game against New Mexico State. They didn't have anybody down in the bullpen. Then New Mexico State started a little comeback, and they ran a couple guys down there. Doing the same thing here, running a couple guys, or at least one guy down there to the pin. As Kribbe having a chat. Wolf has pitched well. You just wonder how much he's got. I mean, arm's going to be fine. It's just kids that are used to coming in, pitching an inning and a third, that type of thing, in eighth, ninth inning situations. A little bit different starting here in an elimination game for you. Elimination game for the Red Hawks in the tournament. So Trevor Howell gets his first double of the tournament and his third RBI, 2-0 Utah Valley. Zach Willis. Wolf's gonna spin around and chase Howell back. Willis had that base hit single in the first, came in to score on the RBI single from Mark Kruger. Second time up, he flew out to right. In the dirt, gets away. Ball bounces around, no play for Murphy. Howell read that one all the way and just took off on the wild pitch. Murphy saying something to his bench, and now we get some action in the pen. You can tell if that was Oldenburg, number 22. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. Line drive, base hit. That one might split the gap and go to the wall. Hurd, it goes to the wall. Willis on his horse. Triple. Howell comes in to score, and Zach Willis gets the RBI triple. Almost the exact same spot as the double by Howell, just stung a little harder. Howell trots in to score, watching the play, and once that ball rolled to the wall, Willis was not going to be denied a triple. Slides in without a throw. Gets a pat on the back from his coach as well. Grayson Bogdan. Fastball. And this is down low, ball one. And Wolf was pitching so good, sometimes makes you forget that the guy is a reliever and might need some help. So you got nobody out there in the pen, and try to get guys toasted up, ready to go quickly. 1-0. Infield is in. Fouled back. That's going to get out of play. 1-1. So Wolf was cruising, had struck out 4 batters. Utah Valley has struck him here for a couple of runs. Wolverines now lead at 3-0, trying to win this championship tonight. 1-1. Right side, infield was in. They got a long way to go. Stober, and the ball's going to fall. Willis is going to score. The throw comes to second, and they get the runner at second, Bogdan, but Willis comes in to score to make it 4-0. So Bogdan, the RBI single to bring in Willis, and then gunned out trying to get in to second base. Boy, that was in no man's land out there in shallow right field. Well, the infield was in, so they couldn't get to that. Willis comes in to score without a throw. The throw came back into second. Bogdan thought he'd try to get cute and swipe a bag, and a good throw on the money gets him. Brinker off at the plate. First pitch misses, 1-0. So 3 runs across in this inning after it looked like Wolf was cruising. Fouled off. 1-1. Brinkerhoff, the hottest hitter in this tournament. Still looking for his first base hit tonight, though. The 1-1. In there for a strike. 1-2. Brinkerhoff, a couple fly outs to center field, one in the first and one in the third. Still 9 for 14 in the tournament. The 1-2. Up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. 3 runs already across in this inning. Seattle's going to have to mount another comeback. The 2-2. Popped him up, jammed him behind home plate. Murphy coming back. Has room. Oh, almost overruns it. Able to make the play for the out. Brinkerhoff. Can't believe that he swung at that one and fouled it back, but Murphy makes a nice play. However, 3 runs come across. This one ends the inning, but Utah Valley leads it 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th.
They come for one of the nation's top-rated business schools, the world-class performing arts, the advances in engineering and health science, and more than 125 leading degree programs. Their paths to success go in many directions, but they all start here, UMKC, the place for people going places.
We will work our minds, raise our hands, and search for the answers. We will study the stars, learn to speak each other's languages, and hear each other's songs. We will make each tomorrow brighter, more prosperous, and completely new. We cannot predict the future, but we can and will build it. We will come together. The University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. New opportunities for the 21st century.
4-0 Utah Valley with the lead under the lights here in Mesa, Arizona, the 2016 Western Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 8-9-1. Morgan, Murphy, and Anderchuk, the leadoff man. Morgan having a nice tournament, looking for his first hit of the night. Fastball in there for a strike. So Schmidt now with a 4-0 lead. 3 runs in the top of that frame against Zach Wolf, who had been cruising. Schmidt now able to just rear back and fire here, looking to go deep in this ball game. Squaring to bunt, Morgan. 1-1 the count. Morgan, the freshman right fielder, flew out to right back in the 2nd inning. For the tournament, Morgan 4 for 11, 4 runs scored, 3 RBI. Outside. Well, this Seattle squad not averse to coming back in ball games. That one misses. 3-1. Their 2 wins in this tournament were come from behind wins. Their first one a walk-off win, scoring 4 in the 9th on Thursday. Now Dave Carter's going to come out to the mound. Their win earlier today, they were down 5-0 and scored 11 unanswered runs to beat New Mexico State 12-10. The only game that they've jumped out to a lead, they lost. That was last night. Seattle was up 6-1. 12 unanswered runs by Utah Valley beat them, so maybe they're better off playing from behind. Can't play from too far behind. Carter's had a say and heads back to the bench. Three-one pitch on the way. Ball 4. So Morgan reaches first base. Leadoff man aboard with the walk. Second time they've had the leadoff man aboard in this ball game. First time since the double by Brock Carpenter opened the second inning, and now Kyler Murphy at the plate. Murphy, the freshman from Glendale, Arizona. Check the runner of the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Murphy in this ball game flew out to center in the third inning, his only at bat. 1 for 5 in the turn. He has scored a couple of runs. Squaring to bunt and pulled the bat back outside. 2-0. So now with the 4-run lead, Caden Schmidt starting to struggle a bit. Utah Valley not going to get caught off guard. They've got a man warming in the bullpen out there. Throwing at the top level of that bullpen. Two-0 pitch to Murphy. Big swing and a miss. You can see the action in the pin out there over the right field wall. Logan Hold, number 29, warming up. Runner back on that throw over. Hold came in last night and relieved Jake Mayer to finish out the ball game. Two-one. Bunts the ball. They're going to let it roll, and it does finally roll foul. That's a good play by Schlehuber. But so many times those guys get a little nervous and have to pick that sucker up, and there's no play. Schlehuber just let it keep rolling. It finally did go foul, and he grabbed it immediately. So after a 2-0 count, Schmidt gets back to even. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Murphy with the man on first. That's Jeffrey Morgan. He got the free pass, the walk. Throw over. Runner back. Gothberg holding on Morgan. Fouled off. Count stays 2-2. So Murphy having a battle here. Kyler Murphy not playing the first game, played in the last 2, started the ball game earlier today. The 2-2. In the left. Going back, Brinkerhoff. He makes the grab. The runner retreats to first. Top of the order, Griffin Anderchuk. Struck out his first time up against Schmidt, but then got a base hit up the middle. Got as far as second base after Hurd got a base hit, and then the ground ball double play by Stober ended that inning, the third inning. Morgan takes his lead at first. Up high, ball 1. If they get the right count, you wonder if Seattle might try to get something moving here, try to create some action. They've had guys on, just unable to get the key base hit. Popped it up right side. Shallow. Howell coming out. Gives away to Kruger. 2 outs. So with 2 outs, the number 2 hitter, Dalton Hurd. Dalton Hurd got a base hit single in the third, and it was the front end of that 6-4-3 double play. He popped out to second in the first. Seattle U 1 for 8 with runners on. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Foul tipped into the mid, strike 1. On the flip side, Utah Valley 5 for 9 with runners on and 4 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Caden Schmidt gave up the leadoff walk trying to pitch around it. Had Murphy to fly out to left and Anderchuk to fly out to right. Fouled back, out of play, 0-2. That one waking up the fans over there. Oh, gonna get out raced to the ball by a kid. The 0-2 to Dalton Hurd. Good take by Hurd. 1 ball, 2 strike the count. The 1-2. There goes the runner. Ground ball up the middle. Bogdan's got it. Can he throw in time? He does. Nice play by the senior shortstop to end the inning. So Schmidt able to work around the leadoff walk. Gets a nifty play by his senior shortstop. 4-0. Utah Valley leads it.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know certain cartoon characters should never have an energy drink?
Action. Geico.
Day in, day out. 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 Day. Day in, day out.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Icky Woods will celebrate almost anything?
44. Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts. Geico. Cuts. Get some cold.
4-0 Utah Valley as we head to the 6th. Kruger, Gothberg, and Ramsey due up for the Wolverines, trying to win the tournament championship here tonight. If they get the victory, they're in. And they would go a perfect 4-0 in this tournament. Wolf back there on the hill for Seattle. Got touched up in the 5th inning, but you're not ready to take him out yet. He'll face Kruger, Gothberg, and Ramsey. Well, Wolf had been motoring along until that 5th inning. 6 guys came to the plate. They touched him up for 4 base hits and 3 runs. Kruger gets under one and skies it into shallow right. Stober back, makes the grab. Kruger now 1 for 3. Does have an RBI. Stober hits the put out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Zach Wolf. He has struck out 5. Spencer Gothberg Gothberg a ground out to second in the first and a fly out to center in the fourth. Inside ball one. Gothberg 3 for 14 in the tourney. Fouls it back. 1-1. Hitting .264 on the year, 4 homers, 33 RBI for the senior. Action out there in the bullpen for Seattle. Pops him up. Anderchuk going out. Hurd coming in. Hurd makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. So Hurd coming in and calling off his shortstop, Anderchuk. Now Wolf looking for an easy inning. Stone Ramsey. Ramsey attacks the first pitch, pops it up. That's going to be trouble. Anderchuk coming over in foul territory. Can't make the grab. So Ramsey survives that pop fly to foul territory. Boy, Anderchuk looked like he had a good shot. That's a tough play to make there. Reaches up and it looks like he just missed it. Can't believe it himself. Tough play, running, full tilt, looking up into the lines, back over your shoulder. Fastball outside. 1-1 now the count to Ramsey with 2 outs and Erlinson on deck. Swing and a miss. Ramsey 0 for 2. He struck out looking in the second against Wolf and ground out to Wolf to end the fourth. Missed outside. Two. Pop foul. Almost the same spot. Third baseman coming over, has room, and he thought he was called off. Carpenter just stops, and it falls between he and Anderchuk. So Ramsey now has used 2 of his 9 lives. Well, Carpenter looks like he has a beat on it, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what he thought he heard, but he just stops. Well, you like somebody to take charge on that one, and really, on that play, it's probably the shortstop that you want to take charge. Got a better angle at it, got a little bit easier play, can see it unfolding a little bit better. 2-2, see if Ramsey can make him pay. Fouls it back. So 2 fouls down the line, both of them tough plays, but Anderchuk just missed the first one, and they allow the second one just to drop between them. The 2-2. Line drive, base hit. Ramsey does make him pay. 2-out base knock, 9th hit of the ball game for Utah Valley. Outside pitch just goes down and drops it in front of Modeste. So that'll bring up Erlinson. Erlinson struck out in the second, had a base hit single in the 5th, stole the base and came in to score on the double by Howell. It was the second run of the ball game. Fouls that one off. Ooh, that one sizzles over the dugout. Man, fortunately that didn't hit anybody. No way to get out of the way there. Everybody diving for cover on that one. One the count to Erlinson. Throw over, runner back. Ramsey, the runner over there at first. Not attempted a stolen base this season. inside. 1-1 to Erlinson. A base hit for Erlinson in the 5th inning. That was his first base hit of the tournament. Now 1 for 13. Scored his 2nd run of the tournament. Murphy going to come out and have a chat with Wolf. So Eric Madsen will take the opportunity to jog down the third base line and give a word of encouragement to his hitter, Justin Erlinson. Erlinson now asks for timeout. Fouled off right side again. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Wolf threw 5 2/3. He averaged about an inning an appearance this year. Pitched very well to those 3 runs in the 5th. That one down the right field line. Coming over is Morgan. Makes the grab as he runs into the wall. Not a lot of room out there in right. So Wolf pitches around the 2-out base hit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-0 Utah Valley. The Redhawks coming up.
People talk about college like you're in some kind of bubble. Like there's college and then there's the real world. Hey, this is UVU. You're not just reading about it or watching someone else do it. This is engaged learning. At the certificate, associate's, bachelor's, or master's level, you're in the real world every day.
GCU offers more than 160 innovative programs across 8 colleges, which now include cutting-edge next-generation programs in engineering, computer science, and information technology. Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Redhawks down 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. They've made some comebacks in this tournament already. Need one here, and they'll have the heart of the order. Stober, Sutton, and Carpenter do up. Caden Schmidt has pitched well. Stober 1 for 2. The one a base hit single in the 1st inning. Round into an inning double play in the 3rd. In there for strike 1 from Caden Schmidt. Ground ball right side, tough hop. Gothberg stays with it. 1 up, 1 down. We've seen a couple of those down at first base. Gothberg letting Kruger, the right fielder, know what happened, but that one just shot right on him, and the quick hands makes the play. Pitch to Sutton in there for strike 1. No 1 pitch to Sutton. Foul tipped. 0-2 now to Sutton. Sutton looking for his first base hit of the night. He popped out to the catcher to end the 1st inning and flew out to right in the 4th. 0-2 pitch. In the air to shallow left, coming in. Ringer off, coming out. Bogdan makes the grab. Brock Carpenter up there with 2 outs, 1-0 count. Carpenter 1 for 2. Had a double in the second, was gunned down trying to score, struck out in the 4th. In there for a strike, 1-1. Well, Schmidt just has a demeanor about him here in this one, just very locked in and focused. Hardly any emotion on the face, just going out and doing his job. Fouled off. Eric Madsen last night about the performance of Jake Mayer said he was just tough. And Megan Mcdonald asked him, said, what can you say about your pitcher? He said, he's just tough. That's how he was able to get it done. Looks the same thing here with Caden Schmidt, trying to get through the 6th inning. 1-2 up high. 2-2. Two. Foul back. Outside. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive into center. Erlinson there, makes the grab, and that is the inning. 4-0. Utah Valley leads as we go to the 7th. Well, the WAC lost a good friend recently, Dan Peterson, 25 years in baseball, the WAC coordinator of baseball umpires. Sad day as Dan Peterson passed away, and we wish due respect to him and his family, and our thoughts and prayers go out to them.
$15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
Jesse, don't go!
Geico. Day in, day out. 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 Day
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know certain cartoon characters should never have an energy drink?
Action. Geico.
4-0 Utah Valley with the lead. They try to win the championship here tonight. Seattle looking for a comeback to force a ball game tomorrow. And as we head to the 7th, new pitcher on the hill for Seattle. Wolf, the reliever, went 6 innings. Boy, gutsy work, pitched very well through the first 4. Utah Valley touched him up in the 5th. And the new man on the hill, you see him there, number 22, Tyler Oldenburg. Oldenburg, the 5'11 lefty, the freshman out of Boise, Idaho. And Oldenburg, a 4.55 ERA. Record of 1-3. This is 19th appearance in 31 2/3. He's given up 37 hits, 21 runs, 16 earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 23. Opponent hitting .294 against Oldenburg. So a freshman relieves a freshman, and Oldenburg is trying to hold the Wolverines here and give his team a chance. He'll face Schlehuber to lead off the 7th. First pitch in there, strike 1. Schlehuber came into this ball game on fire. He's struggled with Wolf. See what he does here against Oldenburg. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Schlehuber 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. The pitch, ground ball to short. Anderchuk's got it, fires to first, wide, but Sutton keeps his foot on the bag for the out. One up, one down, top of the order. Anderchuk had some time. Throw just kind of lofted on him a bit. And Sutton kept the foot on the bag. Anderchuk talking with the second base umpire, Javier Cantu. First pitch to Howell. In there for strike 1 from Oldenburg. One for 3, a run, a ribby. Nice night for Howell. In there for another strike. 0-2 to Trevor Howell. Howell 6 base hits in this tournament. 4 runs, 3 RBI. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So Oldenburg comes in, doing his job with the first 2 batters. Oldenburg strikes out his first. Howell goes down. Wolf struck out 5. Zach Willis having a very nice night. A couple of runs, a triple, a couple of base hits in the 1st and the 5th. That one just missed. Willis got the single in the 1st, came in to score on the base hit single by Kruger. In the 5th, he tripled and came in to score on the base hit by Bogdan. In there, 1-1. Missed outside. Swing and a miss, 2-2. So Oldenburg coming in, picking up where Wolf had left off. Foul tipped. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, 4-0 ball game. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So Oldenburg gets the ground out and strikes out 2. A 1-2-3 inning for the freshman reliever. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Stretch time here at Hohokam. 4-0 Utah Valley.
I really wanted to be challenged in new and exciting ways.
I was really looking for a different career that had more purpose in it.
I really wanted to do software engineering, which is a lot more applied to industry.
The reason why I chose to come to Seattle University was just the opportunities that were here in Seattle.
You can come without a religious or spiritual background. I'd never even heard or knew what a Jesuit education was.
There's so many social justice and environmental justice issues that were nowhere near what I was thinking about before I came here.
There's diversity of thought, there's diversity of background. The diversity is more than just skin deep or someone's appearance.
Everyone brings kind of, these backgrounds and experience that really foster dynamic and diverse learning experience here.
So when you are pulled and challenged academically, spiritually, personally in a classroom, those three things together really create the unique brand and the unique experience that is transformative.
Time running out for Seattle, down 4-0. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Max Modeste, Lucas Denny, Jeffrey Morgan due up here. Championship ball game. If Utah Valley wins, they're the champs. If Seattle wins, we play tomorrow. 1 run in the first for Utah Valley. And then in the 5th, 3 runs come across to make it that 4-0 ball game. Caden Schmidt still on the hill for Utah Valley. Modeste doubled his last time up. And now Seattle fans trying to urge their team on. Modeste, swing and a miss. And now the Utah Valley fans answer. Modeste doubled his last time up, flew out to right in the 2nd, had a 2-run homer last night. Foul back, 0-2. So look at those fans behind the Seattle U dugout, trying to encourage their team on. The 0-2. Bit high, 1-2 the count. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So for Schmidt, 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Working into the 7th inning here. Schmidt, about 86 pitches. Boy, the way he's throwing, though, I don't think you even think about taking him out. There's some action out in the bullpen. Lucas Denny. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1. Ground ball right side. Gothberg fields it on a short hop, steps on the bag, 2 outs. Gothberg making a couple of nice plays over there at first base. Now Jeffrey Morgan. Morgan walked his last time up, 0 for 1 in the ball game, a fly out to right. Fastball up high and away, ball 1. Fastball, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. Schmidt ready to go, the 1-2. Just missed inside. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Two pitch to Morgan. Schmidt steps on now, ready to go. Now he steps off again. The pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Caden Schmidt. He gets him 1, 2, 3 for the 2nd inning in a row. The punch out of Morgan looking. 4-0. Utah Valley leads it as we go to the 8th.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
Jesse, don't go!
Geico. Day in, day out. 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 Day. Day in, day out.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Icky Woods will celebrate almost anything?
44. Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts.
Geico.
Cuts. Get some cold.
Utah Valley fans having a good time here tonight in Mesa at Hohokam Stadium. Their team up 4-0 as we go to the 8th, trying to win the 2016 Western Athletic Conference Championship here tonight. Seattle still trying to force a decisive game tomorrow and stave off elimination. Bogdan, Brinkeroff, and Kruger due up for Utah Valley. Bogdan finally coming alive. Better late than never. 3 for 3. Catalyst in this one drove in a run. Bogdan so important to this squad throughout the season. Hadn't played well in this tournament. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Had just 2 hits in the tournament coming in, and 3 for 3 here tonight puts him at 5 for 15. Oldenburg came in and retired the side in order in the 7th, his first inning of work. Base hit into center field. Bogdan, 4 for 4. Went down and got it on the outside part of the plate. So Bogdan, the leadoff man aboard, as that one drops in front of Hurd. Brinkeroff now at the plate. As hot as he was early. That's as cold as he is here tonight. A couple of flyouts to center and a pop out in foul territory to the catcher. First pitch. Chopper to third. They're going to go to first for the out. Didn't even look at second on that high chopper. So Brinkeroff 5 for 5 yesterday, 0 for 4 today. Bogdan makes it down to second. Brinkeroff heads back to the dugout. Mark Kruger Had the base hit, the RBI in the first, struck out in the fourth, popped out to the second baseman in the sixth. He's got two-run homers in this tournament. Got a man on here. The pitch. There for a strike on the inside corner. Kruger hit that home run in the fourth inning of the ball game yesterday against a left-handed pitcher, the WAC pitcher of the year, Nick Mesa. Lefty on the mound here. Oldenburg chases Bogdan back. Tried to check his swing, went around. No balls and 2 strikes to Kruger. The 0-2 pitch to Kruger in the dirt, gets away. Bogdan thought about going down to third, but retreats to second. Well, he had a good secondary lead. That ball in the dirt. You don't want to get thrown out, though, going down to third in this ball game. Trying to get another run across. Maybe an insurance run here. Oldenburg chases a runner back. In the left. Modeste with the put out. Bogdan retreats, second out of the inning. Spencer Gothberg looking for his first base hit. Well, 4, 5, and 6 have not been doing it tonight for Utah Valley, but everybody else has. Pitch to Gothberg. In the dirt, gets away from Kyler Murphy, and Bogdan moves into third. So that ball in the dirt, Murphy couldn't keep it in front of him close enough, and you see Gothberg pointing down to third. Bogdan was already halfway there. 5th run of the ball game for Utah Valley, 90 feet away. Check the swing and a pitch outside, 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Gothberg at a healthy rip at that one. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two ball, 2 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. in the dirt, 3-2. Oldenburg going to get that last out of the inning. For Seattle in the 8th, they'll have 9, 1, and 2 coming up. So that top of the order and heart of the order will get up one more time in this ball game for the Red Hawks. A 3-2. Strike 3 called on a pitch on the inside corner. So the leadoff single by Bogdan does not come back to haunt Oldenburg. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Red Hawks just 6 more outs to work with. They need to put some runs on the board. 4-0 Utah Valley. This is the 2016 Western Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament.
In a fertile valley, a growing university with record enrollment and graduates serving the needs of a thriving community, a tradition of athletic excellence. Now a part of the Western Athletic Conference. CSU Bakersfield.
Curtis Perrin going to lead off here in the bottom of the 8th. The pinch hitter for Kyler Murphy as Seattle trying to get something going. They trail Utah Valley in this championship ball game 4-0. Utah Valley has led from the get-go. Scored 1 in the first, plated 3 in the 5th. Lead at 4-0. Perrin, the pinch hitter for the number 9 hole hitter, Kyler Murphy. Perrin rips one into right field. Kruger coming in, going to play it on a bounce. So the pinch hitter comes through with a base hit. Boy, Perrin, all smiles, wasting no time on that one. Now the top of the order, Griffin Anderchuk. Anderchuk had 1 base hit in the 3rd inning, and now everybody going to come in. That might be it for Schmidt. Boy, what a ball game he threw. Might be out of gas, though. Goes 7 innings, faces 1 batter here in the 8th. And Eric Madsen has seen enough, going to make the call. Boy, what a ball game Schmidt gave him. Laughing at something the coach said, and he gets a rousing ovation, well-deserved from the crowd. Still 6 outs to go, but he did his job, striking out 4 through 7. 4-0 Utah Valley. A pitching change. We'll take a break and be back to tell you about it.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
44. Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts. Geico. Cuts. Get some cold.
Day in, day out. 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 Day. Day in, day out.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
Jesse, don't go!
Geico.
Utah Valley up 4-0 here in this championship ball game. A leadoff single, though, by the pinch hitter. In the 8th, the new pitcher on the mound for the Wolverines, Logan Hold, the junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Logan Holt, a 1.93 ERA, a record of 2-0 in 32 2/3, 33 hits, 11 runs, 7 earned, walked 5, struck out 21 opponents, hitting .268 against Holt. That pitch misses inside to Anderchuk, the leadoff man for Seattle. Griffin 1 for 3 tonight. Has a strikeout in the first, a base hit single in the third. Flew out to right in the 5th. Pitch from Holt, up high, 2-0. Curtis Perrin down there at first. He got the base hit single on the very first pitch he saw from Caden Schmidt. Seattle U trying to stay alive and force a decisive game tomorrow. That one stayed up high. I think everybody thought that might be a strike, including Griffin Anderchuk, but just a bit high. Holt came into the ball game last night. Not the last 2 outs, faced 3 batters. Walked him on 4. So now Seattle's got a little something going here. Holt comes in and walks the first man he faces. I'll bring up Hurd. Hurd no stranger to big hits, and very quickly more action going on in that Utah Valley bullpen. Evan Fesquez warming up. And Marco Briones. Square to bunt does Dalton Hurd in there for a strike. So down 4. Seems like Donnie Harrell might want to move 2 into scoring position and give away an out. He's only got 6 outs left to work with. The 0-1. Not bunting. Strike 2. Well, 2 years ago, this Utah Valley squad won their first couple of ball games. Got to this championship round and got beat twice by Sacramento State, the #1 seed. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Trying not to allow history to repeat itself here. Swing and a miss by Hurd. Hurd 1 for 4 now. First strikeout for Holt. Now a ground ball double play would get him out of the inning. Stober at the plate. Dave Carter is going to come out, the pitching coach, and have a chat. Back 2 years ago, Utah Valley came in 2014, they were the 3 seed again, beat New Mexico State, beat UTPA, beat Bakersfield, and then they ran into Sac State, who had come up through the losers bracket. They lost 10-3 on Saturday night and 10-3 on Sunday, and Sac State was the 2014 tournament champ. They definitely remember that. Kind of eerily similar to the 3 seed facing the 1 seed again, but feel like a little bit better squad this year, a little bit older, a little bit more mature, and this is their year. Just 5 outs away from making that true. Stober, .350 average on the year, 6 homers, 35 RBI. Got his base hit tonight in the first inning. Has ground into a double play and ground out to first. Ground ball rolled off of the pitcher. Third baseman, the throw, not in time. Ooh, hopefully Holt is okay. That thing came back to him in a hurry. It shot over to third, and Schlehuber was able to field it and make a throw. But not in time, and bases are loaded. Well, you see this comebacker, that got on him in a hurry. Schlehuber made a good effort at it, but Hurd beats it, or excuse me, Stober beats it out. So now the base is loaded. Perrin down at third. Anderchuk down at second, and Stober at first. Tying run at the plate, Sean Sutton. Looking for his first base hit of the night. Goes after the first one, pops it up. Is it going to stay in play? It looks like it is. Schlehuber makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So now Hold 1 out away from getting out of this one. Schlehuber, one glance down, got his bearings, made the grab. So now Brock Carpenter. Brock has a double in the ball game, his first time up, and tried to score on a fly ball to right and was gunned down at the plate. He's also struck out and flown out to center. A pitch inside, ball 1. Well, after the leadoff man got a base hit, Perrin. A walk to Anderchuk and the single to Stober. One 0. Foul back. 1-1 the count. Carpenter hitting .328 on the year. He does have 7 home runs, 47 RBI. One pitch. Now he's going to step off. Swing and a miss. One-two count, bases loaded, 2 outs, a 4-0 Utah Valley lead. We're in the 8th. Seattle trying to come back again, asked for timeout. And I don't know if timeout was, I guess it was granted. Hold started the windup, saw the guy stretch the batter. Carpenter step out. I didn't see an umpire put his hands up until the second base umpire, Cantu, did. One-two pitch. In the dirt. Blocked. And the ball rolls up the line. But Perrin unable to come in and score. A nice block by Willis. Heard us talking to his third base coach about should he have tried to score on that. I mean, a gutsy move. You don't want to get thrown out going home with the bases loaded. 2-2 count to Carpenter. This is the home run leader for the Red Hawks at the plate. The 2-2. Jammed him and he fouled it off to stay alive. Boy, a great pitch from Hold and a great job by Carpenter to stay alive. Rock 3 for 15 in the tournament, has 1 RBI. Looking to collect a few here. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Hold comes in, walks off, showing no emotion. The bases loaded. Strikeout ends the inning. Seattle strands 3. We go to the 9th. 4-0 Utah Valley.
strive to achieve excellence through determination and hard work.
We are committed to winning from those around us.
Our professors and peers,
our coaches and teammates,
and our opponents.
We compete with integrity and passion.
And we seize our moment when the opportunity arises.
We take pride in our communities
and believe that we can inspire others
just as they have inspired us.
We may wear different colors, but we share the same purpose.
We learn, we compete, we inspire.
We are
the Western Athletic Conference.
To the ninth inning we go. 4-0, Utah Valley with the lead. It'll be the bottom third of the order. Ramsey, Erlinson, and Schlehuber due up. 3 outs away from the championship for Utah Valley. He got 1 in the first and 3 in the fifth. If they can hold up here. Pinch hitter Paul Estrada. First pitch in there for strike 1. So Estrada comes in to hit for Stone Ramsey, the DH. Estrada hitting .244 on the year. No homers, 13 RBI. That one outside, 1-1. In there for a strike. 1-2. And Oldenburg doing his best to keep everybody close here. The 1-2. Chop foul. It's the first at bat of the tournament for Paul Estrada. Trying to get on and pad the lead a bit here. Well, Logan Hold came on in the bottom of the 8th. Struck out Carpenter with the bases loaded. Ground ball left side, Anderchuk. Long throw. What a great play to get his man. Boy, Anderchuk, a long way to get to the ball. Throws across his body, shows off the strong arm. 1 up, 1 down. Carpenter, the third baseman, up there at the bases loaded. Sutton had the bases loaded. You had 4 and 5 coming up with the sacks full and couldn't get a run across. Erlinson at the plate now. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Justin in the 5th inning. Singled, stole the base, scored the second run of the ball game. He's 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Justin Erlinson. Ball bunted. A good bunt. Carpenter, bare hand, throw, not in time. Great play by Carpenter. An even better bunt by Erlinson. Second time he's been on base with a bunt. Boy, dropped it down perfectly. What a play by Carpenter on the bare hand and throw. Just a hair late. So Erlinson aboard. He stole last time he bunted and got on base. See if he does it here. Schlehuber at the plate. Schlehuber 0 for 3. In there for a strike. Schlehuber might be 0 for 3 tonight with a couple of strikeouts. But in the tournament, he is 6 for 12. A couple of runs scored and 5 RBI. The 0-1 pitch. Throw over first. Erlinson back. Utah Valley looking to be perfect in this tournament. Go 4-0. Get the NCAA automatic bid to the regionals. Throw over. Both teams have guys up throwing in the bullpen. Oldenburg comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Jordan Schley-Huber. Ground ball to third. Carpenter goes to second for 1. Low throw. The return throw going to go by and bounce into the seat. So Schley-Huber will go down to second. Well, the feed was a bit low, it looked. Erlinson, though, retired for the second out of the inning. 5-4 on the putout. The return throw into the seats. Schley-Huber goes down to second. A little low, caught it around the knees, but then that ball just sailed on Stober. So now another run down there at second, and Trevor Howell at the plate. Howell got that base hit and scored his run, drove in his run, all in the 5th inning. Had a strikeout, a fly out to left, and a fly out to right. Down in the dirt. Jack Reisinger, the new catcher, in there after Murphy was pinch hit for. One 0 to Howell. The pitch. In the air to center. Hit it pretty well. Hurd going back. Has a beat on it. Reaches up and makes the grab. So that is the 3rd out of the inning. Utah Valley 3 outs away from winning the tournament and punching their ticket to the NCAA regionals. Do the Redhawks have another comeback in them? We'll be back to show you after this.
Words really can hurt you.
Jesse, don't go!
Geico.
Day in, day out. 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 Day. Day in, day out.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know certain cartoon characters should never have an energy drink?
Action.
Geico.
Utah Valley 3 outs away from winning the 2016 Western Athletic Conference baseball tournament. Up 4-0 going into the bottom of the 9th. We've seen Seattle, though, come back. They won their very first ball game here by plating 4 in the 9th to walk it off. But the closer in for Utah Valley. Number 15, Kyle Valgartson, the 6'4" senior out of Provo, Utah. Valgartson, a 1.67 ERA, a record of 3-1, but those 9 saves in 37 2/3. He's given up 33 hits, 9 runs, 7 earned, walked 12, struck out 34. Opposition hitting .241 against him. Valgartson has already come in and saved 2 ball games in this tournament for Utah Valley. For the Redhawks, Max Modeste, Lucas Denny, and Jeffrey Morgan. They're going to need a few more to get on if they're going to come back and win this thing or tie it. In Game 5 on Thursday, the nightcap, they came into the 9th inning, down 4-1 against the closer for Sac State, Ty Beardsley. Of course, Ty had come in early. He was pitching his 3rd inning, but they went base hit, base hit, base hit, double, sac fly, walk-off single by Dalton Hurd. Can they do it again here? Modeste to lead things off. Fastball, outside corner, strike 1. Modeste had a double in the 4th inning. Hit a home run against Utah Valley last night. In the left, that one's going to get down. Modeste is on, leadoff man aboard. He's going to go for 2 as the ball gets to the wall. Second double of the ball game for Max Modeste, and still some life in those Red Hawks. Modeste just takes a low pitch and golfs it into left field. Brinkerhoff over there to get it, but Modeste cruising around into second. So now Lucas Denny. Modeste run doesn't mean a ton, just one of the 4 that they need here. Now Gartson's pitch to Denny, swinging at it, flies it into center. Erlinson coming over, gonna make the grab. Modeste isn't gonna tag, 1 out. So now Utah Valley 2 outs away. Jeffrey Morgan. Val Gardson, the closer, has already closed a couple here in this tournament, trying to close the championship. Morgan at the plate, 0 for 2. Not a save situation for Val Gardson. He's got a couple already, but approaching it that way, I'm sure. The pitch, backhanded by the catcher Willis. Ground ball. Bogdan throws. 2 outs. So now it would be a 2-out rally if they can come back. Bogdan goes in the hole, gets in front of it, shows the strong arm to get his man by a couple of steps. And now Jack Reisinger. Murphy started at catcher, was pinch hit for by Perrin in the 8th, and Reisinger comes in his first at-bat of the night. He came in as a defensive replacement. Reisinger 1 for 6 in the tournament. That 1 hit was a double. Pitch from Val Gardson in the dirt. Wolverines trying to finish off what they couldn't finish off a couple of years ago. That was at Cubs Park. Sac State came back and got him. Won the last 2 of the tournament, the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Utah Valley's been very steady in this one. Beat Bakersfield 6-4. Beat New Mexico State 3-2. Came back and beat Seattle 13-8. The 2-0. Ground ball, second base. This could be it. The hop, the throw, ball game. The fans celebrate the dog pile in the middle of the field. There's your 2016 Western Athletic Conference Tournament champs, the Utah Valley Wolverines. The Wolverines go a perfect 4-0 in the tournament. finish it off here. And the Redhawks, the 2016 regular season champs, have to watch as the tournament champs celebrate on the field. Coaches shake hands behind home plate. Stick around, folks. We'll have the trophy presentations, name the Western Athletic Conference tournament team. Try to even have a chat with the head coach, Eric Mattson. The Wolverines, the 2016 tournament champs. Jack Reisinger with 2 outs, a ground ball to the right side. Howell waits for the hop on the outfield grass. Gothberg, the senior, in his final season, celebrating. Valgarten taken down by Schlehuber, and the dog pile ensues. So the Wolverines will be the representative of the WAC into the NCAA regionals. Last couple years, the representative has done a nice job. 2 years ago, Sac State got a win, knocked Arizona State University out of the tournament in their regional. Last year, Bakersfield knocked out Ole Miss. So the Wolverines will have to wait and see where they go and what seed they get. But they can cause some trouble in that regional. Megan Mcdonald trying to find the coach to have a word down there. He's in celebrating with his team. Matson's been very stoic after the games. And Seattle gave it a game effort, just could not get anything going offensively in this ball game. The ball game before to send New Mexico State packing, they had 12 runs. Couldn't muster one against the Wolverines in this one.
Think.
So let's go down to Megan Mcdonald, the second member of our team, and she is with a very happy head coach of the Wolverines.
Michael, thanks so much. Coach, Seattle U leads the WAC in the majority of the offensive categories. Caden Schmidt was incredible tonight. What was working?
Caden Schmidt, I'll tell you, just guts, grit. He was awesome. I'm so happy for that kid because he's had a tough year and a tough go at it. So to see him step up when he needed to was awesome.
The Redhawks had the bases loaded in the 8th. Were you nervous?
You know what? I mean, I guess you're always nervous, but I trust our guys. Gosh dang it, the things that these guys do, unbelievably awesome. Man, I love this team. They've been tough. They've learned tough. They've been good. It's awesome.
WAC champs, you're heading to regionals. What's going on in your head right now?
It hasn't even got it.
Watch out, Megan.
That's what's going on in his head right now, apparently, Michael.
Hey, who was that down there, Megan, that helped you out? Somebody gets an assist for keeping you out of the water jug down there.
Now what's going on in your head?
I love these guys, the way they've gone at it. They've done it all. That's the thing. It's not us. Our coaching staff, David Carter, our associate coach, came up with such a good plan for us to work, and our 2 assistants, Derek Amico and Eric Vasquez, those guys have put in a ton of work, and these guys have bought in, and that's what you hope for.
Amazing. Congrats, Coach. Go celebrate with your team.
Okay, thank you so much.
Michael.
Thanks, Megan. Well, we were worried there might be a water bucket dump, but one of the Wolverines pulled Megan out of the way, got the coach, the 2016 WAC tournament champs, and as he said it, his last 2 pitchers he talked about, Jake Mayer in the ball game yesterday, and then his starter, Caden Schmidt, in this one, just guts, toughness, grit, just really gutting it out. So the coach giving a lot of kudos to his players, and now the players giving some kudos to the fans who supported them. They had a plan. They circled around, and then Megan pulled out of the way. The coach enjoyed that one. Now time for the presentation of the tournament team.
Earning all tournament honors, David Metzger of CSU Bakersfield.
David Metzger, all tournament team. Austin Botello, New Mexico State.
Daniel Johnson of New Mexico State.
Daniel Johnson, of course, and Greg Papalison.
Sean Sutton of Seattle.
Sean Sutton of Seattle, named to the all-tournament team. He's going to come out and grab his award.
Lucas Denny of Seattle U.
Lucas Denny, named to the all-tournament team. A little bittersweet for these guys, but they come on out and get to take home some hardware. Mark Kruger, Utah Valley, a couple of home runs in this one, and the big throw that really might have turned the game. Gunning down the man, trying to score from right field. A great throw to gun down Carpenter. So Kruger, the senior, gets some hardware. Schlehuber, the senior, going to collect a little hardware. Kofer pitched a great ball game. Seems like ages ago that he did that, but and Schmidt pitching a fantastic ball game in this one. Kofer threw the gym against New Mexico State. Schmidt threw a great ball game here tonight to get the win. And your tournament MVP, another senior from Utah Valley, Craig Brinkerhoff. Well, it was a senior-laden club, and Brinkerhoff, Kruger, Schlehuber, Bogdan, and Gothberg brought the trophy home. And now the trophy that everybody wanted coming in, the number 3 seed, Utah Valley Wolverines, your 2016 WAC tournament champs. So the Wolverines celebrate a 4-0 victory to become the champions of the conference. They came in as the 3 seed. A lot of folks thinking it would come down to the 1 seed or 2 seed. They were in it till the end, but Utah Valley, the 3 seed, sweeps their way through this one. 4 victories against no defeats, and there's your champs. Thanks so much for all of you who joined us throughout this tournament. It's been a lot of fun bringing it to you. Thanks to all the guys who make this WAC digital broadcast work. It has been a lot of fun to watch this one unfold. Utah Valley gets the victory here tonight. They win it 4-0. They take down the regular season champ, Seattle Redhawks, and Utah Valley, your 2016 Western Athletic Conference tournament champs. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next year.